Welcome back, everybody in YouTube land. Robot Nuts bringing you the next game in the Hall of Fame playoffs. This week we've got the Eagles and the Packers. For the Eagles, right tackle turned left tackle Bob Brown. And for the Packers, James Lofton. I think this is where we might see one of these Hall of Fame players really come into play, because not only did he have a great regular season, but there's a really good chance that now that he's 7 feet tall and 275 pounds, that he's really going to wreak some havoc out there. But let's stop speculating, and why don't we get to the game and find out. And Green Bay going to start off with the ball coming out in the wishbone formation. You don't see that all that much, but whatever. Oh, and Lacey going to go nowhere. Second down and 12 for the Packers here. Starting off in the first quarter at their own 23-yard line, and a fake handoff to Lacey, and Rodgers has time. He's going to throw it out there.
What the fuck is that?
He's got Jared Cook, I believe. Yep, the tight end. Third down and 7 from the 28-yard line. I don't even know why you mess around. Look how big he is compared to that cornerback. It's like throwing it to a bear out there. Just throw it up to Lofton. Come on. And after the Packers punt goes into the end zone, Philadelphia will start with the ball at their own 20-yard line. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first quarter. Matthews gets a handoff, and he is going to go absolutely nowhere. Packers definitely favored in this game, playing in Green Bay. Another handoff to Matthews there. Nice move in the hole, but only able to get about 3 yards. And when you've got somebody like Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, it's pretty obvious that you're going to be in most games. That's just the way it goes. All day to throw the ball, but we do have a flag on the play. I have a feeling that's going to be holding on the offense.
What an
And
idiot.
it is.
Oh, what a loser!
The holding penalty wipes out that first down, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 18. Will they actually try to get it? Yeah, they're going to step back to pass instead of just handing it off. Something steps up. Wentz running out of time and just throws the ball out of bounds. So first 2 drives, and we've got 2 punts. Now Aaron Rodgers and the Packers set up in great field position, starting in Eagles territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Lacey. I don't even know why you bother running the ball right now. You have Cyclops out there on the end. He's a natural Cyclops. He's a big dude. Nice run there by Lacey. Going to end out the first quarter. Score tied, 0-0. Third down and 2 coming up at the Eagles 41-yard line. They're going to line up in the single back. Rodgers back to throw. Little stick route. Ooh, almost throws a pick, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a nice punt by the Packers puts the Eagles deep in their own territory, starting at the 8-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of shotgun is Carson Wentz. Oh, little route there. Little stick route, in route, some route. Over there to Aguilar. Eagles lining up 2nd down and 6 from the 12-yard line in the single back formation. 3 wide receivers. Handoff to Matthews right up the middle, and he's going to be able to get some breathing room and a 1st down. Big time there. The Eagles needed not just to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. A little confidence though, and now at this point you're starting to play the field position game a little bit better. And of course, as soon as I say that, Ryan Matthews is going to get absolutely nothing on that run. Looks like this is probably going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Little pass out there to, I believe that was Ertz. And after the 2-minute warning, ball on the 24-yard line. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Back to pass. Wentz does have time. Ooh, and runs right into the pressure. My goodness gracious. After a decent punt by the Eagles, Packers are going to line up 2 timeouts. Sorry about that. And able to get the ball out to the right-hand side, but staying in bounds. So 2nd down and 8. Again, I don't see why you don't just see that humongous guy there in the slot. Just throw the ball his way a few times, and I bet you something good will come out of it. Incomplete pass. Rodgers threw for over 5,400 yards in the regular season, but so far has not been able to get anything going. Oh, until right there, pass out there to Jared Cook for a 1st down at the Philadelphia at the Philadelphia 38-yard line. 1st and 10 out of shotgun. Back to pass is Rodgers. Getting some pressure, and he's going to go down. Leotis McKelvin Rogers going to line up out of the pistol this time. Fake the handoff. He's got a little bit of time and just lobs the ball way up there. And that pass is going to be intercepted.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been
What a
about
turn
that.
of events
Never
here
been
for the
about playing no
Packers.
shit.
Here it is. You had the Packers driving down the field, and it looked like they were getting at least a field goal out of it, but Rogers throwing a rare pick right there, and now the Eagles and Bob Brown will start off. Deep in their own territory. I'd be kind of surprised if they did much here, but yep, it looks like they're pretty content just to run this clock out. Maybe they'll throw the ball here. Yeah, okay, they'll throw the ball. He's got time and just he's on way downfield. Oh, almost, then almost picked off. So barring some sort of fluky play here, this will be the last play of the first half, unless Green Bay wants to call a timeout, but they didn't even have time to do that. So there you go, guys, the second divisional game of the Hall of Fame playoffs, and we again have a 0-0 score going into halftime. Let's see what these teams are going to do in the second half. Personally, I think they should get Lofton a little more involved, but we'll see what ends up happening. And after a Green Bay kickoff, the Philadelphia Eagles will start at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff to Ryan Matthews on the right-hand side. Oh, boy, he's got some room. Oh, if he could have made one-man miss, he could have gone to the house. As it is, though, nice run out to the 48-yard line. First and 10, Philadelphia from the 48. And this time going to hand off, run to the left-hand side. And Matthews again has a hole, and he's able to break one tackle and bring it down to the 31-yard line. So after practically nothing the entire first half, on the first 2 plays of the second half, the Eagles are able to march all the way from the 26 to Green Bay's 31. Oh, Wentz is going to get the pass off. Throws that ball out of bounds. I believe Philadelphia had like 16 yards total the first half, and they were able to outdo that in one play, and again in 2 plays able to get all the way down to Green Bay's 31. But now starting to run into some problems here offensively. 3rd and 10 here for Carson Wentz and the Eagles. Let's see what they're going to do here. Be a big conversion if they can get it. He's got time, and it looks like he's going to lob that one. Oh my gosh, he's wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. That right there would be Jordan Matthews, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got him this time. I do. Not Chris Matthews. Not Aguilar. Not the. It is Jordan Matthews. One-on-one coverage and just able to beat the corner. And it looked like the corner even almost stopped there on the play. I don't know what he was thinking, but the Eagles able to take a 6-0 lead. So is Green Bay going to be able to respond to that quick score by the Philadelphia Eagles? Less than half the time gone in the third quarter. Hand off to Lacey off the left-hand side. Going to be able to get about 4 yards. And the Packers look like they're going to hustle things up here a little bit. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers at the left-hand side. I still don't know why you wouldn't try to get, a nice handoff right up the middle there. Going to gain enough for a first down. Still not completely sure why they aren't just heaving that ball up to Lofton this whole game, but you know what? Right now, they got the running game percolating, so no reason to stop that. And again, Green Bay going a little bit quick here, not no huddle or anything, but definitely speeding things up some. Rogers out of the shotgun, going to hand it off to Lacey again, and he's going to pick up another first down. And Green Bay going to line up in the wishbone again. Going to get one more play off before the end of the third. They absolutely are. Oh, and a flag on the play with 1 second left in the third. Holding on the offense. Jason Spriggs. Green Bay lining up in an empty formation here on 1st and 20.
My finger points.
From their own 40-yard line, Rogers back to pass. A little quick out there and able to complete it for a small gain of about 7 yards. I guess I really shouldn't say a small gain. 7 yards is a decent gain. Rogers back to pass here. Ran out of time relatively quickly. Started getting pressure off that left edge. And Rodgers and company still looking a little bit rusty. Maybe go to your Hall of Fame player here, you know. Just gonna throw that little throw that out there to you, or you can dump it over the middle to Lacey, and he's gonna get nothing and bring up a 4th and 13. So with 3:15 left in the 4th quarter and possession of the ball, the Eagles can end it all right here. Ryan Matthews off the right-hand side, staying in bounds and able to get 6 yards. And on top of it, they're starting to chew the rest of the clock down. So great strategy by Philadelphia here, and I don't see why you don't. Oh, never mind. Oh, a nice screen pass. Great play. Did he stay in bounds? He did stay in bounds. Oh, what a wonderful play. And if you're the Packers, you have to be getting a little nervous now. 2-minute warning. They do have all 3 timeouts, but defense needs to make a big stop. Good way to start it there, but they need 2 more of those in a row. Are they going to run the ball here with Matthews again? Yeah, right up the middle. Able to gain a couple there, and now we are looking at 3rd and 7. Green Bay has 1 timeout left, and they are going to hand it off to Matthews. Well, oh my goodness, and Matthews is going to get the first down, but he ran out of bounds. Not that doesn't completely seal the game for him, though. Oh, option play by Wentz. Ooh, risky play there. Green Bay is going to use their last timeout. And by running out of bounds there, Matthew has kept the game alive. It's looking increasingly good for the Packers, or decreasingly good for the Packers, but still. As you can see, I'm at a loss for words there. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying at this point, because I'm just so flabbergasted that he ran out of bounds. He just dropped to the ground at that point. So big field goal attempt here. Green Bay no longer has any timeouts, and with only 46 seconds on the clock, if Philadelphia can make this, that all but seals this game up. And the kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be no good. The kick is no good. And that means the Packers have another chance at the 42-yard line with Aaron Rodgers. And that's why he needed to stay in bounds. I mean, can we get Curtis Lofton a pass here, please? Oh, no. Big time sack. They're going to have to go hurry up here, so. I love Madden AI. Oh, my gosh. What a bunch of morons. Anyways, empty formation. Get the ball to Curtis Lofton. Just heave one up deep to him. Why not? Curtis, oh, see the whole entire time. That's all he had to do the whole time. Look how fucking huge he is. Of course he's going to tear people apart. That cornerback had nothing. And with 17 seconds left to go in the game, Green Bay has potentially tied this game. Big extra point here. Can't miss it. And with 13 seconds left, the Eagles will start at the 30-yard line. They should have had at least 3 or 4 people on James Lofton there. You knew at some point it was going to happen. Little out pattern there. Going to gain 6 yards, but at this point I'm guessing just trying to set themselves up more for a Hail Mary than anything else. Yeah, and there's a Hail Mary formation already. Looks like the Packers are content on just rushing 3. Flag on the play there. Oh, big hit. Jeez. Ooh, a hold on the defense. So one last chance here for Carson Wentz and the Eagles to finish this game out before it goes into overtime. 3-man rush. A little bit of time, but not much. And the ball is going to fall incomplete. And we are going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And the Eagles won the toss and elected to receive the ball. So starting off at the 32-yard line after a pretty decent return, the Eagles are going to hand it off to Matthews, cutting back up the middle, only able to get about 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 for Carson Wentz and the Eagles, lining up in an offset I formation. Matthews in motion. And, ooh, pretty risky throw there, but able to complete it. Only for a gain of 4 yards, though. Chris Matthews. Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews. I might get that at some point. Jeez. And Wentz back to pass. Looks like he's trying to set up a screen. Oh, set up nicely. He's got a couple blockers downfield, and he's able to bring it all the way down to the 46-yard line. Nice call there on the screen. Able to fool the defense and able to get some good yards all the way down into Packers territory. Back to pass is Wentz. A little stick route there for Ertz. And, oh, sorry, Selleck. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. Driving in overtime here. Pretty exciting game we had. And Matthews right up the middle. He's able to get the 1st down at the Green Bay 32-yard line. Honestly, he shouldn't even be in this position, though. What they were doing with Lofton on that play, I have no idea. They know what he's capable of doing, so they should have been all over him. Wentz really taking his time here. I don't know if they're looking to run down the clock or something. I think it's just going to a 2nd overtime, so. Oh, nice catch there on the sideline. That was Zach Ertz. Now, 1st and 10 from Green Bay 13-yard line, so they can pick up another 1st down before it becomes goal line, which is nice. Gonna run right up the middle, and it doesn't even look like, it didn't even look like they were going to need that for a minute. Able to stop him, but a personal foul face mask. Is that going to put him at the 1-yard line? It sure is. This is not looking good for Green Bay, folks. Eagles lining up on the 1-yard line, single back formation. They got a bunch out to the left. They're going to toss it out to the left, and Ryan Matthews is caught up in the backfield, and he is going to lose big yardage. A loss of 8 on the play. That hurts quite a bit. I say just line up and goal line and pound that ball in, but going to line up in the eye here. And another toss to Matthews. This time he's got a little more room, but he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. So 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Going to line up in that same bunch. Okay, they didn't toss it this time. And he's wide open out in the flats, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles. And they are going to take this game in Green Bay. Unbelievable. What a game. What a game. I cannot believe it's going to end like that. And the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots, the top 2 seeds in the NFL, each go down in the divisional round. What an unbelievable game. Bob Brown and the Eagles able to advance. James Lofton and the Packers are out of it. Let's go ahead and check out some player stats. Look at that, it's actually advancing all the way through. I guess I got a little too excited there. Didn't even realize that it had gone that far into the post game. But anyways, Carson Wentz with a great game. Aaron Rodgers throwing that pick there. That certainly did not help things out at all. Big time interception. And as a rookie, Carson Wentz still impressing. And Ryan Matthews had himself a game, had a big 2nd half. Again, the 1st half of this whole entire game was pretty slow, and then things really picked up in the 2nd half. Zach Ertz leading everybody with 4 catches. I do not know why they did not go to that man a lot more. 7 feet tall, 275, 99 everything, completely jacked out. And didn't really bother that one pass. Morgan Burnett leading everybody with 7 tackles. A couple sacks. And the 1 pick by Rodney McLeod. So there you have it, guys. Again, I'd say to begin the divisional round of the playoffs here, 2 big shockers with the Patriots and the Packers both going down. And the Eagles and the Ravens both advancing. So the next game will be the next divisional AFC game. And we will see who that's going to be in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys. Until then.